James Webb Space Telescope may have just shattered our entire understanding of the universe. Galaxies too ancient to exist, objects too bright, too massive, too organized to make sense. And now, something far more disturbing, a cosmic structure at the edge of the observable universe that defies everything we thought we knew. Scientists are stunned. Some are calling this a crisis in cosmology, but others believe it may be something far stranger, proof that our universe isn't alone, and never was. What if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning? What if there are realities bleeding into our own right now? And what if James Webb has just given us the first glimpse of something we were never meant to see? Before we unravel this mind-bending mystery, make sure you stick around, because what you're about to hear may change the way you think about time, space, and existence itself. The James Webb Space Telescope has been peeling back the veil on the deepest parts of the cosmos, uncovering galaxies older than we ever imagined possible, and structures that outright defy the known laws of physics. But now, it's found something far more perplexing. Something that doesn't just challenge our models. It challenges the very nature of reality. At the edge of the observable universe, Webb detected a bizarre object. Brilliant, misshapen, and utterly unlike anything astronomers have ever seen. It's unusually luminous, oddly structured, and doesn't match the profile of any known galactic formation. Some scientists speculate it might be a new type of distant galaxy, more evolved than it has any right to be. But others whisper something more unsettling, that this could be the first real evidence of a reality beyond our own. And that's not all. Webb has also revealed alarming irregularities in the way the universe is expanding, observations that don't line up with the Big Bang model. Strange cosmic formations have emerged that hint at the possible existence of higher dimensions, or even alternate universes running parallel to ours. So what exactly did Webb capture? Why are some astrophysicists calling this discovery the beginning of a new era? Or worse, a catastrophic unraveling of everything we know about the universe? Could this be our first real look at something beyond time, beyond matter, beyond space itself? Let's break it down. When the James Webb Space Telescope captured its latest deep field image, scientists expected more of the same. Distant galaxies, faint and fading, relics from the early universe barely distinguishable in the dark. But what appeared instead was unexplainable. This object, lodged deep in the furthest reach of the observable cosmos, is far brighter than anything that should exist at that distance. According to our best astrophysical models, light from a structure this ancient should have been stretched thin across space and time, weakened and reddened over billions of years of cosmic expansion. And yet, this anomaly shines as if untouched by the passing of time. Its structure is even more baffling. While early galaxies are expected to be chaotic, misshapen, and small, this one appears massive, symmetrical, and eerily well organized. It looks like something that should have taken billions of years to evolve, but it seems to have emerged just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. Astronomers are split. Some argue it could represent a new class of cosmic structure, something we've never even considered, but others are more disturbed. They say this discovery may expose a fatal flaw in our understanding of the universe's origins, one that could shake the foundation of modern cosmology itself. And this is just the start. Because what Webb has uncovered doesn't just question how the universe evolved, it questions if our entire model of the universe is even real. Every piece of data now points to a much larger mystery, and scientists are realizing that what we once thought were cosmic rules may have just been assumptions all along. For decades, the Big Bang Theory has been the backbone of modern cosmology, the story of everything. It tells us the universe sprang forth from a singularity, expanded rapidly, and over billions of years gave rise to stars, galaxies, and life itself. But James Webb is now revealing something scientists can no longer ignore. The timeline doesn't add up. Among its most unsettling discoveries are massive, mature spiral galaxies that simply shouldn't exist. According to everything we know, galaxies like these take billions of years to form, their arms spinning slowly outward, structure building over cosmic time. Yet Webb has found them in a universe that was only a few 100 million years old. That's not just unusual, that's impossible under current models. This has led to a chilling possibility. What if the universe is much older than we believe? Or what if the Big Bang wasn't the true beginning at all? Even Nobel Prize-winning physicist David Gross has weighed in, calling these findings not anomalies, but the beginning of a full-blown crisis in cosmology. Because if some galaxies behave exactly as expected, while others completely defy the laws of physics, something far deeper is going on. Could we be witnessing the aftershocks of a cosmic event older than the Big Bang? Or could this be our first real evidence that a parallel universe, another reality, is bleeding into our own? And the deeper scientists dive into Webb's data, the stranger it gets. Some of the objects it's found don't even resemble galaxies at all. They're luminous, alien in shape, and appear only in the earliest sliver of time after the Big Bang, before vanishing completely. No one knows what they are. No one knows where they went. Some believe they're made of exotic matter, maybe even a form of dark energy or dark matter that only existed during the universe's infancy. Others believe they don't come from our universe at all. And this time, there might actually be data to support that. For decades, the idea of extra dimensions or alternate realities has existed only in theory. But now, with Webb's deep field images, we may be staring at physical evidence of something beyond our cosmic horizon. Could these vanishing objects be remnants of another universe entirely? Or worse, are they still out there, just beyond the edge of what we can perceive? Because if they are, then Webb hasn't just glimpsed the unknown. It may have caught something no human was ever meant to see. For most of modern science, one idea has remained unchallenged, that the Big Bang was the beginning of time, the birth of space, matter, energy, and existence itself. Everything we know, every atom in your body, every galaxy in the sky, was born in that singular moment. But what if that's wrong? Some scientists now believe the Big Bang wasn't the beginning. It was just one event in an endless cycle. Among them is legendary physicist Roger Penrose, who has proposed that our universe is only the latest in a series of cosmic rebirths. An infinite loop of universes expanding, collapsing, and giving rise to new ones in a kind of cosmic resurrection. If that's true, then James Webb may have just captured evidence of a previous universe leaking into our own. One of Webb's most baffling discoveries involves supermassive black holes, enormous gravitational monsters found far too early in the universe's life. According to standard models, it should take billions of years for black holes to reach that size. But Webb has found them in the universe's infancy, just a few 100 million years after the supposed beginning. This has left scientists with two options: either rewrite how black holes form, or consider that these monsters didn't form in our universe at all. A growing number of researchers believe these black holes may be remnants, leftovers from a universe that came before ours, survivors of a previous cosmic collapse, seeds that helped shape the next cycle of existence. And if that's true, then the Big Bang wasn't a beginning. It was a continuation of something much bigger. This changes everything. It would mean our universe isn't unique. It would mean there are other realities, other timelines, other forms of life and physics far beyond what we can comprehend. And it leads to one of the most unsettling questions of all. If there was a universe before ours, what comes after us? As scientists studied the deep field images pouring in from the James Webb Space Telescope, one object stood out. So unusual, so massive, so developed that it instantly defied every rule in the cosmic playbook. Its name? F200DB-045. This galaxy, if we can even call it that, appears to have formed just 160 million years after the Big Bang. That alone should be impossible. According to the standard model of cosmology, galaxies require billions of years to develop the kind of structure and mass this one possesses. But F200DB-045 appears fully formed, brilliantly luminous, and far too advanced for its supposed age. Even more shocking, it's sitting at a redshift of 20.4, meaning its light has been traveling for more than 13 billion years to reach us. This galaxy isn't just old, it's ancient on a level that breaks the timeline of the universe itself. So what does this mean? Some scientists are scrambling to explain it, suggesting we've misunderstood galaxy formation from the beginning. Others fear something deeper, that our entire model of cosmic evolution is flawed, and that a hidden force or unknown physics may be at play. If future observations confirm the mass and maturity of F200DB-045, we may be forced to rewrite the entire history of the cosmos, from its birth to its structure to its fate. But this anomaly isn't alone. Webb has spotted something even stranger lurking near the edge of the observable universe. Objects that don't behave like galaxies at all. They're small, intensely bright, and they seem to have existed only during the universe's earliest moments, before vanishing entirely from the cosmic stage. No one knows what they are. They aren't galaxies. They aren't black holes. They don't resemble stars or quasars. And yet, They were everywhere during the first few 100 million years, then gone without a trace. Some physicists suggest they may be primordial structures, built from an exotic form of dark matter or energy that only existed for a brief moment in cosmic history. Others take it further, believing these may be interdimensional remnants, leftovers from a universe before ours, or intrusions from another reality entirely. Because if these objects don't belong to our universe, then the James Webb Space Telescope may have just done the unthinkable, captured evidence of a parallel universe. As Webb's gaze stretched deeper into the early universe, more of these unclassifiable luminous structures began to appear. They didn't match any known category. Not galaxies, not stars, not black holes. They were something else entirely. And just as quickly as they emerged, they disappeared. They seem to have only existed during the first few 100 million years after the Big Bang. And then, without explanation, they vanished from the universe. Scientists don't know how they formed. They don't know why they vanished. They don't even know if they were made of matter as we understand it. Some theorists speculate these strange objects were built from exotic particles, or that they could be manifestations of dark energy or a form of dark matter we've never detected before. But a more unsettling theory is gaining traction. What if these objects aren't from our universe at all? For years, the idea of multiple universes, alternate realities, higher dimensions, was relegated to the world of science fiction. But now, for the first time, James Webb might have found actual evidence. If these luminous entities belong to a parallel universe, if they somehow pierced through the boundaries of our own reality, then this isn't just a discovery, it's a revelation. It would mean we are not alone, not just in terms of life, but in terms of entire universes. And if that's true, what happens when those universes interact? Could that explain why some galaxies evolve in ways that make no physical sense? Why some parts of the cosmos behave one way while others seem to follow an entirely different set of rules? It's possible that what we're seeing are signs of something far larger than our own observable universe. Something stretching beyond the limits of our space-time. A metastructure of realities, intertwined, overlapping, colliding. And that brings us to a theory that could unravel everything we thought we knew. Because for over a century, scientists have believed the universe is expanding, stretching outward since the Big Bang. That belief is built on the redshift of galaxies, the idea that as space expands, light gets stretched. But Webb's newest data has revealed a disturbing inconsistency. Some galaxies, especially those at extreme distances, aren't behaving the way they should. Their motion, their redshifts, their positions, they don't align with a uniform expansion of space. In fact, there's evidence the expansion rate isn't the same in all directions. That directly contradicts Einstein's model of the universe. And if it's confirmed, it changes everything. If this anomaly is real, if the universe isn't expanding the same way in every direction, then we may be witnessing something far more complex than cosmic growth. Some scientists now question if expansion is even happening at all. What if this redshift, the foundation of our understanding of the cosmos, is an illusion? A symptom of some deeper, unknown force warping our perception of reality? What if we're not watching the universe grow, but witnessing the collapse of an older universe bleeding into ours, the death throes of a cosmos that came before? That would mean time itself may not behave the way we think, that what we perceive as linear expansion could be the gravitational echo of a rebirth cycle, universes rising and falling endlessly like cosmic tides. And if that's the case, what is our place in it? How long do we have before the cycle begins again? For decades, we believed the Big Bang was the ultimate origin, the definitive beginning. But James Webb is pulling back the curtain, revealing that our universe may be just one chapter in an eternal cosmic story. Roger Penrose and others have long proposed the theory of conformal cyclic cosmology, that universes spawn new ones in an infinite loop. And now, James Webb's discoveries are lending weight to that radical idea. The telescope has found supermassive black holes that shouldn't exist, galaxies too evolved for their age, and anomalies in the structure of space-time itself. Some of these structures may even be remnants from a universe that lived and died before our own. If that's true, then the Big Bang was never the beginning. It was simply our beginning, in a line of countless others. A chilling, humbling, awe-inspiring thought. And if this cycle is real, we must also ask, What comes next? The James Webb Space Telescope was built to answer the universe's biggest questions, but instead, it's opened a portal to even bigger mysteries. A galaxy that shouldn't exist, objects that defy physics, signs of realities beyond our own, and the terrifying idea that we may be living on borrowed time in a universe that is not as stable or alone as we believed. So now we want to hear from you. Do you think James Webb has uncovered real evidence of something beyond our universe? Or are these anomalies just misunderstood data? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the most groundbreaking scientific discoveries and the deeper truths they might reveal, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Because in the universe of knowledge, we've only just begun.